Hey, good evening YouTube. So, today on the bench we've got my Husqvarna 162 SE. This is a saw that earlier this year I picked up for $10 in Ledoux, which is just South Edmonton. It runs. For some reason, every carb I try on here, the high jet setting is always so lean, like a quarter out for it to run properly. It's just the way it is. Like I said, I tried 3 carbs, and I think the one that's in here right now is brand new. So, must be the saw. So, when I got this even more, I mean, it was only pulling 150 psi, which is not horrible for an all day like that. But, I gotta fix this too. My buddy Evan was saying that's a little on the lower side. It should be higher. It's like, okay, I'll take his word for it. He knows Husqvarna's a lot better than I do. Then I got the side to replace the oil pump, and I went ahead and replaced all the crank seals too. Well, new crank seal came with the oil pump, of course, but changed the flywheel side too. Didn't need it, I don't know, but I was in it, so I changed it. So all those are good. It doesn't seem to have any air leaks. Just I don't know. In my mind, it hurts my brain a little bit how lean the high jet has to be. So what we're going to do to it is pretty simple. We are going to, let's check out how far is that. Anyways, we are going to put a new ring in it. I'm going to do gasket delete, and I'm going to clean up the transfers a little bit, and the exhaust port. You know what I mean. Basically, I'm going to flow port it. I'm not going to do anything crazy because I don't know if you can buy cylinders for these anymore. I know you can get a lot of cylinders for Husqvarna 61. Same diameter, but those are open port transfers as opposed to closed port that this has. Also, I replaced the stop switch. I have the newer style where I got to drill a hole and put a screw in, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Probably gonna burn myself working on this thing because it is hot. It is flipping hot. I was running in the wood there, and I'll post that video before, or maybe before I start this rambling, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'll take that off. Yeah, see, this one's got the newer carburetor in it. Yeah, it's carbs, and the carb that's in here is like brand new. And like I said, this carb and 2 others for it to run right, we're still set at quarter past open, which maybe it's just the way the saw is. Maybe it'll act different once I port it. Who knows? We will find out. Power plate down. Still pissed off on my truck tonight. That's heartbreaking. I love that truck. I know they'll fix it, but still, it's heartbreaking. You know, over the past years, so I had a brand new 2014 Ram 1500 Hemi 4x4 Sport. That was an okay truck. Leather was a nice load. I drove down to Las Vegas. Then after that, I had a 2016 Ram 1500. Pretty much the same thing, was just an SLT. That thing was hot shit. All kinds of stuff stopped working. But anyways, then after that, I had a 2018 Ford F350 Crew Cab Long Box FX4. That got written off by Toyota RAV4, go figure. Then after that, I had a 19, basically the same truck, only a 19 model, and a higher trim level, which was nice. But I didn't need a big truck anymore, so I went there with the Ranger, and I actually love that 2021 Ranger Lariat. I would never buy that one that wasn't loaded. That's just me. I'm not a snob. Just if you're buying a cheaper truck, you might as well get one that's flipping loaded, right? Last time I had the muffler off this thing, everything looked very kosher inside. I went if I should grab a... So don't think I'm weird with the old socks, but I use old Holy socks as rags. I remember as a teenager using them for other things, but that's a whole different story. Ah, okay, let's see. There, piston looks good. Cylinder looks good. There's a little bit of carbon scoring on the piston, like very light, like super, super light. Stuff that a person doesn't even have to worry about. Okay, got the spark plug out. Chokeroo. Choke out. That does not come off. Nice thing. T-handle Allen keys. They're the way to go. Nice long bits on them. They got the round ball at the one end, which is handy for so many things. It's not even funny. I wonder if this thing's gonna run differently once I do some mods to it. Because that quarter out, that kind of worries me. But it's been on so many carbs. Oh, no wonder the idle adjustment didn't do anything. That explains the... So I was having an issue tuning it where I couldn't... Yeah, I won't even get into that. I forgot this carb had the integral idle as opposed to the old carb that used the outside case one. So that explains a little bit. So I'll have to tune this with the top cover off, which is okay. That's perfectly acceptable. Pop that little arm off, or get that out of that hole. Get that rod out of that hole. Fuel line. Is fuel gonna spray up at me? Oh, not too bad. The wife doesn't like it when the basement reeks of gasoline. So again, I think maybe this gasket might have been an issue too. That's interesting. So that happened with me on the 266. Yeah, that covers it, but I'm gonna use a different gasket rather than this one of the bigger round ones. You know what I'm saying? If you're familiar with Husqvarnas, you're like, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, the cylinder's gonna need a little work because I gotta decarbonize it. Oh, blah blah blah. Actually, not a lot. I'm waiting for some polishing bits to come in from AliExpress for the Dremel because I was watching the Novice Lumberjack how he always doesn't get his exhaust ports mirror polish, which I'm gonna do. But I work in the metal industry, and for me, that's gonna take me like 2 seconds. So I got special stuff. But anyways, but yeah, that makes perfect sense for not having carbon buildup there. And I don't want carbon buildup. Am I gonna take the handle off? I probably am. Probably gonna take that off. Still kind of new at working on Huskies. Like I've got two. This and the 266. 266 is running good now. I want to find if anyone has a 262 SE top cover, a proper one, because I'm using a 272 and it doesn't fit right. I don't like it. I'll buy it off you if you'll ship it to Canada. Pay for shipping. Oh, Jesus, motherfucker. Okay, I need something a little more bigger. That's a 10mm, but it's no good. That should work. Get a little more torque on her if I can get it on there. Of course, I have to find a socket. Which, if no one's been able to tell from my channel, I am very disorganized. Spent half my life looking for tools at home. A little more organized at work, but who cares about work? I don't, not right now. Still pissed off about my truck. Fuck, what a day. Oh fuck, this thing's gonna get a good cleaning for it. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Excuse my French. Tabernacle. Zutalol, tabernacle. Tabernacle. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Oh, that's leaking out. Nice red armor gas. It's only gas down here now. Wife will be happy. in there. I don't know if these are factory bolts. Maybe they are. And I screwed on that gas line before I leak any more gasoline. Sometimes you just gotta shove shit in the hole. Okay. This one's gonna be bad. I'll just assume it there. So I don't know how it works in the States. So here in Canada, in Alberta, it goes province to province. Like when I had my 2018 F350 that got written off, I have what they call replacement cost. It's SEF 18 endorsement. Anyways, that's if damage equals more than 70% of the value, blah, 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 it gets written off. And if it gets written off, you get bill of sale price or MSRP, whatever's lower. Whatever. So, but anyways, when I wrote off that 2018, which was not my fault, a week later, Wawanesa had a check for me for $63,000. Like, whoa, that was fast. So I took $63,000, paid off the loan because the truck wasn't paid for. Then I went and bought a 2019, and because of all the extra money, I actually pretty much went to the same amount and just had a higher trim level truck. It was nicer. It was quite a bit nicer, actually. It was a good truck. Just drive that thing around town. What a lumber wagon. I much prefer the Ranger. And hopefully it's fixed soon, because I love that truck. I'm just worried about, I mean, there's body damage, but there's also possible mechanical damage that might be hidden. I don't know. That's what worries me. Okay, got the handle off. Okay, let's get this jug off. And this cylinder's gonna get a big cleaning because she's a little dirty. It's a dirty girl. But everyone says these are great saws, so I want to, maybe have a full pen. The saw's not too beat up, and the compression's a little low. The piston cylinder looked good from the exhaust side. So I'm just assuming it just got used and the piston got worn down over time. And then everything will be good. I like that these saws don't have a silly little boot on them. Like the newer, well, most newer saws actually. Cleaner. This copy out. Okay, pulls are out. Oh fuck, that's gonna come right off. Look at that. Didn't expect to come off so easy. My hands a quick wipe here with my old sock. Yeah, there's fuck all wrong with this cylinder. This cylinder's in great shape. I mean, there's a few like slight marks, but nothing that's probably won't pick up on there, will it? I mean, there's that like almost like the polish mark from it's probably from carbon or something. But I mean, really, let's see, turn it around, you guys get a better view, maybe. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, if I was a smart man, I'd have a flashlight down here and be able to see in there right away. But you can take my word for it. It is actually in really, really good shape. Piston. Same dealio. Piston's on. Ring's on. Oh yeah. Well, it's gonna get a new ring either way. And a base gasket delete. Anyways, I'm gonna shut this off for now. Take it easy, YouTube. Bye.